Hello there friends, welcome back to another MapleStory video. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit of a different one than I normally do. We're going to be taking a look at my boss mules, and I'm starting off with the Angelic Buster as my boss mule. I'm not going to go super in-depth over the class or how it works or anything. I'm just going to kind of showcase the boss mule off. All of my boss mules, I usually only run them up to Lotus. They can do Lotus Damien, but I don't like Damien, so I only run them up to Lotus. That's my goal. My goal is to set them up to be a catchy CPAP. Some of them can do Lotus. Some of them, I mean, they all can do Lotus, but some of them can do Lotus much faster than others. And for this video, I will showcase Lotus, obviously. But Angelic Buster is the latest revamp class in GMS as of me recording this, and that is why I have this as a boss mule. I hyper-burned it 260, and it had all the stuff. Its gear is not very great, all things considered. Its gear is okay. And this is after, like, a couple weeks of working on its gear, just by running bosses, so it's been able to do bosses without this kind of gear for quite some time now. Its combat power is sitting comfortably at 6 mil, which is honestly quite high. But it was doing this same thing when it was, like, 3.5 mil combat power. Like I said, I promise, this is not some crazy thing. The biggest difference between a low-tier boss mule and a high-tier boss mule is, obviously, potentials matter a lot. If you don't have a lot of nodes, you invest in potentials, but the nodes are what really matter. Nodes are free final damage on skills, and it boosts your power in ways that don't show here. So these are its nodes. The nodes are looking pretty good, all things considered. Has 50 on the boost nodes. Its main burst skill, if I'm not mistaken, is level 20-something. Yeah, 23 with the +5 boost. Superstar Spotlight's at 24. You get the idea. But enough yapping. I'll show you guys its culvert score just so you can kind of see where it's at. I don't run culvert properly on it. I just full send it, spam all its abilities, because I don't know how to play Angelic Buster. It's a boss mule. But I'll see you guys there. Don't really know what happened to my last clip, but I did want to just show you guys that I got 430 in culvert, so that's sort of the level that my AB is at. It's nothing too crazy, and one of the big reasons why I like Angelic Buster as a bossing mule is because of its really low cooldowns. Let me show you what I mean. Like, let's just run some bosses. I'm just going to run my regular old bosses as if I'm doing this for real, for real. That's because I am doing it for real, for real. Let me grab a fame buff, because why not? Grab a G skill, because why not? And let's get in this B. So you can very quickly see why I like Angelic Buster. It has incredibly low cooldowns, and I think the incredibly low cooldowns are good. So, like, I'm not going to use any of my major cooldowns. Just use this. Quick little Zac kill. But you'll notice everything I used has a minute cooldown, which is essentially nothing. So this makes going from boss to boss much, much easier and smoother than, like, other classes, right? And see, for this, I can use my longer cooldown abilities. I can also use this, which gives me a 10-second iframe, which, again, is quite good. Superstar Spotlight, I believe, is what gives you the 10-second iframe. You just have to press it again. It is this ability. Oh, no, it's Sparkle Burst, excuse me. Sparkle Burst is the 10-second iframe. Superstar Spotlight is not. And you also have an on-demand iframe in this skill right here, Soul Resonance. It gives you a 2-second iframe. You just tap it down. You can hold it for damage, but you can also just tap it. And it's a 60-second cooldown. So there's a lot of on-demand iframes that this class has, which, again, is very good, especially as a bossing mule. And you'll notice my small burst, like my burst I used, is already back up. My longer burst is already almost back up as well. 55 seconds on those skills. That's kind of the big upside to Angelic Buster as a bossing mule. I'm not going to go through all of the bosses, because I think that would probably bore you guys, but I just wanted to show you kind of how the bossing goes. And it goes very smoothly because of how low the cooldowns are. You don't really ever have to wait, as you might with, like, a 3-minute class. So let's run, I don't know, let's do CPAP and then I will run Lotus, and then that'll be the video for you guys. How does that sound? How does that sound? Because CPAP and Lotus are probably going to be the bosses that give most people a lot of trouble on an under-geared / low-level boss mule. Pop everything. Do one of these. Do one of those. Wait for a little bit. Pop this so I'm iframed. Pop my roll of the dice. Bind this fool. Very smooth. And even if I didn't kill him before, like, all my shit came off cooldown, or gone on cooldown, it would still be fairly easy, because again, I have an on-demand iframe in Soul Resonance, which is this skill. Here, I'll even turn opacity. You know what? For next video, I'll try to remember to keep it opaque as fuck. I'm sure it'll hinder my bossing abilities, but that's okay. We're here to show off the class. We're not here to be good at it. And I'm just going to go straight into Lotus. This is also the reworked Lotus, because I'm recording this after all the changes. And I basically just send my burst whenever it's up, which I think is the correct play. So, because I have my 1 minute up, I just send it. Also, the VFX on Angelic Buster, I really do enjoy them. I think it looks really good. I cannot see a goddamn thing, but that's okay. You can see my Angelic Buster doesn't insta-kill Lotus, which is to be expected. I have my 2 minutes coming up, but I think I'm going to hold everything, just because it's already at 20% health. I'll just DPM Lotus down. Might take me a second here, but that's okay. There we go, we got him. Go up here, and I'll just press all my buttons. Do my iframe. If I don't have bind up right now. I cannot see anything, but I'm sure that's fine. If I iframe, ooh, you can't iframe the pushback. I'm surprised I even saw the pushback. Alright, and that's P2 Lotus. So you can see when you full burst, definitely does the damage. And now P3, it'll be a little bit of an interesting fight, since I'm going to have no cooldowns at all. But again, because it's such a low cooldown class, I'll have my mini burst back up, probably in like 30 seconds. And then I'll have my full burst in like another minute from that. I cannot see, sir. Come over here. Come over here, sir. I'll have my full burst back up in 10. I'll wait for the other skills to come back up in 20. But you can see, like, there's very little amounts of time where you have nothing you can really press, which is pretty good. I think that's very good for a bossing mule, especially. Oh, no. Lotus got me in the corner. You never want that to happen. Ooh, and then he's doing this. Tricky bastard. I'm doing this so I don't die. Come on up here at your earliest convenience, my friend. I can't see a goddamn thing, but that's okay. I think we're winning. Oh, I'm in the corner again. The corner is not where you want to be. He's dead, though, and that's what matters. But as far as Angelic Buster goes, I would highly recommend this as a Lomien boss mule, or an Akechi CPAP boss mule, or an anything boss mule. The low cooldowns really make it feel smooth to play. And even on these lower bosses, if you need to use burst to kill them fast, it will be back up so fast it doesn't really matter. And I think that's a big benefit in my eyes. Again, one quick last look at my stats. 6 mil CP, but it was doing this at 3.5 mil CP. The nodes. The gear. Nothing too crazy. Just pre-event gear, basically. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Consider becoming a member. Thank you to all my members. Remix my life. I'm Nufu. Blitzels. It's Biscuits and Diz. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.